What was common when you were young, but is rare now that you're older? World War II veterans. Business answered the phone instead of having higher than normal call volume for 3 years straight. Letting kids and teenagers go outside with no way to contact them. Getting postcards. I miss that. And #X200B. Edit. Alright everyone. I'm going to check out Postcrossing XD. By the way, it's not that I never get so send or receive postcards anymore. I just miss the times it was regular to send handwritten letters, postcards, and not the exception. Ringing a landline and asking if your friend is home and to put him on. Knowing your friends' parents, families. As a kid, because I was going to the family home, I'd get to know my friend's family, but now, especially friends I have made as an adult, I only meet their family very rarely at a special occasion, and in some cases I have friends whose relatives I've never met. Don't have an opinion either way as to whether this is good or bad. Just a difference between childhood, youth, and being an adult. Stories about sinking into quicksand. Freedom to make mistakes. The consequences of our actions rise significantly with age. Spontaneous human combustion. When I was a kid in the 80s and early 90s, you'd see at street intersections these long spaghetti strings of cassette tape blowing in the wind. This was from people pulling a tape out of the stereo and throwing it on the dash of the car. Most dashes in the 80s and earlier were hard and slick material. Metal or plastic. So when you turn the corner, that tape would yeet itself out the window into the intersection. It would get run over and unspool into the tape spaghetti. In the 90s, same thing, except you'd see glittering CD-ROM shards. That all stopped with the death of CDs in the 2000s. Fireflies. TV advertisements for disposable plastic goods. A lot of people will forget that random plastic crap was advertised as beneficial and convenient. 'Cause you could just chuck it away. Remember kids, when you need to shave, don't buy a quality metal razor. Just buy 90,000 crappy disposable razors instead. Use once, then throw them wherever you want to, and buy new ones forever and ever. DuPont appreciates your business. We got plastic to sell. Phone books in people's homes. Affordable housing. Remember rewinding VHS tapes and cassette tapes? 'Cause I sure do. I'm only 23. Physical discs for games. Running. This is not about the time we live right now, but it's about being a child thing. I remember thinking, how do these people not run everywhere? It's much faster and fun. Now I run out of breath if I walk fast or talk while walking. Time is a merciless bitch lol. Black and white TVS. Colored toilet paper. Back in the day, it was common to see pink, yellow, light blue, light green, besides white toilet paper. At least here in the US. Now you don't see it at all. People introducing themselves on the phone. I was taught to say hello. My name is Orngay 728. May I speak to Purple 360? Or hello, my name is Orange 728 and I am calling to see if you have any pickles. Now people just launch into a story and get mad when I ask their name. I grew up in the 80s and 90s. So not that old, but I actually had to practice proper phone etiquette or I was not allowed to talk on the phone. It seems to have gone the way of the dodo bird. Smoking. It was everywhere and everywhere stank of it. Things are so much better now. There was a songbird that we called a Bob White, with a distinctive song that used to be very commonly heard everywhere. But now I have not heard in about 30 years. Spending time with my dad. Rotary phones. Gen Z. Unstructured playtime. A lot of kids seem to be scheduled up the wazoo these days. Snow. I remember snowy winters when I was a kid 25 years ago. Now we have it only for about 2 weeks. iPod. Taping songs off the radio onto a cassette tape. For some reason desktops. In my country, back until 2013 I'd say, you would see desktop PCs on every table in every office. Household. Anything. Some weren't even turned on once since the day they were bought. Whenever we went to someone's house, little me and the kids in said house would play a game of guess where the computer is. Now, though, it just feels like desktops faded away. I actually ran a survey at my school, and the number of families owning a desktop PC went down from like 87% in 2012 to 17% last year. When I was a kid, people used to ask me all the time what my favorite dinosaur was. I don't think anyone's asked me that question in close to 20 years. BTW. It's Dreadnoughtus. A dino thought to be the largest terrestrial animal ever with the coolest name. Which literally means, fear nothing. Adults suck. Dinos rule. Pensions. I remember growing up and hearing all about my grandparents having pensions. Good luck finding anything remotely close today. Uncontrollably laughing because I was truly happy. Now I realize that I am using fake smiles and laughter when talking to family and friends.